Whatever you bind on earth, in heaven it is bound, and whatever is loosed on earth, even in heaven it is loosed. This was told to the disciples, to Peter, and to extension the believers. It came across as a conversation that Jesus Christ was having with his disciples and Peter, because he's the one who has been mentioned. And Jesus Christ asked them, who do people say that I am? And after saying this and that, Jesus Christ asked, who do you say that I am? And Peter said that thou art Jesus Christ, Son of the living God. And Jesus Christ said, yes, this has not been revealed to you through flesh or blood, but by the Spirit of God. And he says, thou art Peter, upon this rock, upon this revelation, upon this knowledge, upon this acknowledgement, I will build a church, that the kingdoms, that the gates of hell will not prevail over it. And he goes ahead and says that I'm going to give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, that whatever you bind here on earth, in heaven it is bound, and whatever you loose here on earth, in heaven it is loosed. So we've been given authority as believers to loose or bind whatever it is, and then to make it more powerful, it goes and says that heaven is going to back that up. Heaven is in agreement of whatever you choose to do, whether it's binding, whether it's losing. Heaven is in agreement with that. That's such a powerful thing to know. That's such a powerful thing to have in the back of your mind. Let's get down to it. What does it mean by binding and loosing? So binding, it simply means restricting something not to go, to restrict something from its freedom, to hold something in place that it cannot express what it needs to express. Or like when something is attacking you and you restrict it by binding it either by ropes or chains, it simply means that you are limiting this thing or this someone to do whatever it needs to do. So you are stopping it from doing. And losing it means that when you find yourself that you have been bound by something, you can lose yourself through it. But it only comes, again I like saying this, it only comes through prayers. It only comes by having a relationship with Christ, because he said upon this rock. So if you don't have that knowledge of Jesus Christ, if you don't have that revelation, you cannot use these keys of the kingdom. So Jesus goes ahead and says, whatever you bind here on earth, even in heaven it is bound. So whatever you feel that is coming to you, whatever you feel that is coming your way and you don't want it to come your way, you can simply bind it. And the moment you do it, heaven is in agreement with you. So in heaven it is also bound. And it also says that whatever you lose, so in situations where you feel you've been bound, in situations where you feel you've been restricted, in situations where you feel you don't have the freedom to express yourself, it says that you can lose. And whatever you lose here, that it says that even in heaven it is loose. So many at times as Christians, as believers, we have found ourselves in situations where we've been bound. We found ourselves in situations where we cannot express ourselves. We have found ourselves in situations where we have been held down by situations, by habits, maybe addiction to whatever it is. We've been found ourselves bound in chains of things that we feel that are having power over us. The Bible says that whatever you lose, you can set yourself free from these situations. You can set yourself free from this bondage. You can set yourself free from anything that you feel is holding you back. You can set yourself free from anything but that you feel is restricting you, because whatever you lose here on earth, heaven is in agreement with you. If you lose, it will be loosed here in heaven. And you can find there's some things you find coming at you. There's attacks that you feel coming your way. There are things that you find have been unleashed to get you, to bring you down. The Bible says that you have the power. You've been given that authority to bind them. So I urge you, my brothers and sisters, we have the keys, we have the authority, we've been given the power, and heaven is just waiting on us. Heaven is there are waiting for you to do whatever it needs to do, for heaven to move and do the exact thing. Heaven is waiting for you to lose whatever it that has bound you, because unless you do it, heaven will not do it. So it is up to you to take the authority. It is up to you to act on whatever you feel you can do, either binding or losing, so that heaven can be in agreement with you, and it's just a matter of time, and you feel that you are free from everything that has been surrounding you. Because yes, whatever we bind here on earth, in heaven it is bound, and whatever we lose here on earth, in heaven it is loosed.